Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Jeep and Things Slash Reviews. Got a doozy for today. We have the Gasland cabinet heater slash portable heater. We're going to go over this today. I'm going to come around front, show you some of the features, and then we'll show you the actual heater and just how everything works. It's pretty darn simple, but let me come around and show you some of the things. Okay, here we go. We've got our heater box. We're going to go over some of the specifications for you. One thing to note, because I did not do this, even though it's right on the box, get you a 20-pound propane tank, which I now have. And we have some, right over here, we got some soapy water. We'll show you what that's for here in a second. But let's go over some of the specifications. It is max heat output is 18,000 BTU. The max operation time is 69 hours on a full 20-pound propane cylinder. That will be on low setting. Heating area is 450 square foot. It does have an oxygen sensor on it. It is simple startup, 20-pound tank, and it is mobile. It comes on wheels. So we're going to get this out and go over, take a look at it, and show you just how it works. Okay, we have the heater out of the box. It comes as you see. It's actually a very nice looking heater. It does come with the wheels already assembled on it. It does have to where you can lock the wheels to make sure it doesn't roll. It does come with an instruction manual. Now, on the top, there's your full instructions, and you can pause this if you like. That's your full instructions on how to ignite, get the heater going. So what we're going to do next is put the heater in, and it's got a little bracket on back, which we'll show you also. So we're going to get the heater loaded up and back, and we'll be right back with you in a second. Real quick here in the back, it does have a little folding. This will be folded in, folded out. That way you can get your heater in there. But if you're transporting it or storing it, that way you can fold that up. And it does come, and on each side, once you get your heater in, with brackets. They'll just clamp down like that to make sure that the heater is in there. Next step, let's get, and this side I didn't put in officially, but that's how it works. There you go. Just to make it official, once we get the propane tank inside the heater, that's your little basket on the back to make sure that it is secure. So let's get the propane heater loaded up and let's get this thing fired up. All right. I did scoot the table a little closer so we can get a little bit better lighting, because what we're going to do, I've got the tank hooked up, fits in the bracket perfectly. I just hand tightened this. That's all you want to do is hand tighten. We're going to open this real slow. I can hear that I've got a microphone on, so it'll cancel out outside noises. I can hear we're fully on. Everything's hooked up. It then says to, especially for the first time of use, we've just got it wide open. That'll be your highest setting. So what we're going to do next, this is where the soap bottle comes in. I'm going to do the sniff test. I'm not smelling anything, but just to be safe, I've got some soapy water. I'm just going around. Okay, I'm not seeing any bubbles. So it says then what I'm going to do is I've got some shop towels over there that I'm going to dry everything off. So it appears we have no leak. It says leave that on for 5 minutes, especially for the first time using it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to wait 5 minutes, and then we'll be back to get it fired up. We'll see you here in a minute. Okay, we have waited our 5 minutes. And just for reference, the first time you use it or when you replace the tank, you go through this step. And just to reiterate that once more, I simply turned it all the way over to the high position, which I've since turned off, and I have it on pilot. It's not going to do anything until I deplete it. But Anytime you replace the tank and do that, that simply gets the air out of the line. So you turn it all the way over on high, turn the valve on back, let any air in the lines, make sure that they're out. So before we go any further, once again, this does have an oxygen sensor on it, a CO2 sensor, if you will. If you do use it indoors, let's say this winter, we do use this heater when we lose electricity in the wintertime, I'm going to make sure I have a window cracked. You want to make sure there's plenty of ventilation, even though there is a sensor on here that it will shut itself off, but just be mindful of that. You want plenty of ventilation. And another thing, you don't want anything per se 3 feet in front of this, because if you have it on high, it will get hot. You want to make sure there's nothing on the sides. Make sure it's open to where the heat can flow out, keep you warm without catching anything on fire. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Then I'm going to put the camera back so we can watch for the blue flame here. I'm simply going to put it in the pilot position, which I currently have. Press down for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to hit the igniter button. It may not ignite on the first time. I know heaters that I've used before in the past, you got to click them a couple times. With that being said, we're going to set the camera down. I'm going to lower it just a little here. And we're going to zoom in because there's going to be a blue flame that'll be at the bottom. Once the flame goes and it's ignited, we're still going to hold down the pilot light for a few more seconds. So here we go. Actually, I'll back it out just a tad so you can see me. Okay. So it's in the pilot position. I'm going to press down. I'm currently pressing down. We are going to wait approximately 30 seconds, then hit the red igniter button. And then that should bring up your little blue flame down here. So just going to do a little talking here. It is down. It lit on the first time. You can see the blue flame. It's as simple as that. And I kid you not, this is the first time that I've used this. I'm still pressing down on this just for a few more seconds to make sure everything is on go. Look at that. Okay, we have it on low. And we're going to get above here. It's as simple as that. And I can tell you, I'm out. I'm going to zoom back out. I moved the cars outside to do the video. I'm inside the garage to make sure there's plenty of ventilation. I'm out here in the garage and I can feel the heat coming out from this. And you see the flame there. Now what will eventually happen is the center section will get orange. Man, I can feel the heat. That's why you want to have everything away from it. So we're going to come back in a second. I'm going to give it a couple seconds to show you that that panel right there will be orange. It's only going to take a couple minutes and it's already throwing out heat. But I'm going to back the table up to get a little bit darker so that you can see the orange a little bit better. So we'll be back here in a second. Okay, it's literally only been 30 seconds. All I did was close the garage door. You can see it's already glowing orange. That's level 1. So what we're going to do next is pick up the camera. You can see it's on level 1. We're going to move it to level 2. And I am truly impressed. I mean, I pulled this out of the box. Once again, the instructions are on top. And it's as simple as that. I can see this one starting to flicker here. So that's going to show up orange. You can probably see it changing as I'm talking. And just for the record, I do have that garage door open. As far as ventilation goes. And it is starting to glow orange. And I mean, that is, wow. That's throwing off some heat. And now we have this one turning orange. So we're going to give it a second. I'll come back and we'll kick it to high and all three will kick on. Okay, it's been about 40 seconds. You can see that the orange is glowing there. So I'm going to simply turn this over to level 3. 1 dot level 1, level 2, level 3. Here we go. We now have the heater on level 3. And you saw a little flame come up. That's the igniter at the bottom going over. Wow, that's hot. So you can see that I can already see it glowing red as we speak. And just to show you, it's on the 3 dots. Now, while that's changing color, to turn the heater off, you simply go back clockwise, put it in the off position. Once you turn it off, that blue flame that you can see burning down there will shut off, turn the gas off, obviously, and you're done. I'm standing behind the camera, and my garage is a pretty big garage. I'm standing back behind the camera, and I can feel the heat back here just in the open garage. So this is a fantastic little heater. You can see that this is starting to glow orange now. That one's fully lit. This one, as I speak, is getting orange, the glow of the orange is coming on more and more. So we're going to let that get heated up. We're going to wait about 30 seconds, and then we'll show you how to turn it off. Okay, it's been about another 40 seconds. You can see that that one's starting to glow orange. What we're going to do now is turn it off. I'm simply going to kick it to, well, let's just do this. I'm going to turn it to the off position. I simply turn it. You got to press it down. Now that I pressed it down, and then when you get to level 2, you got to press it down again, level 1. And you can see these are already cooling off. They've shut down because I'm on level 1. All I'm going to do is turn this to the off, and you should see the blue flame go out. There you go. Simple as that. The blue flame went out. Everything's going back to the original color. The orange is stopping. And you know, it's still pretty hot right there. But as soon as you turn it off, like right here, I'm fine. So that is the Gasland cabinet heater. I will put the link in the description below, the Amazon link. I will put Gasland's YouTube page on here. You can check out all their products. They just don't have heaters. They have household equipment. I've done a review. You can go back and check that out over their portable hot water shower, and we used it to clean dishes at camp. It is amazing also. Gasland, you can't go wrong. Check out the links in the description below. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Okay, just another short, quick clip. I just closed out the video. One thing that I noticed, I've got the tank back over here, the valve shut off. When you do turn it off, make sure you turn your valve to your tank off. But on the side, there's handles, and they are actually cool. The sides, cool. Front still, I could touch it. Front still a little warm. It's probably been about 4 minutes, but basically it does have handles on each side for carrying. I told you it had wheels, but just a little bonus. And then in the back, I just simply folded that back up, put the little bracket in there. Then I'm going to store it inside the house. That way no cobwebs or anything gets inside the heater or the valves. So that's it. Thank y'all for watching. Sure appreciate you watching my videos here on Jeep Things 8875. Y'all have a great day.